The following production is intended for entertainment purposes only. We are not legal professionals. We do not speak for any government agency, and the opinions expressed here are our own. Relax.
What are you even doing anyway?
Putting lip liner on because your computer camera makes me look like a pale ghost.
And you're afraid your lips are just going to get lost in your paleness?
Yes, because
Yeah.
that is what has been happening. I
As
can't
if you're
even see my lips.
like you'd be like a Pac-Man character, like just an opening but no lips.
No, we can't be looking. I need to get the surgery to pin my ears back because I have Dumbo
Like a
ears at the
Doberman
minute.
pincher?
No,
No, you don't, by the
it
way.
goes. I have Dumbo ears.
Bruh.
Well,
No, you
I
got fine
was
ears.
gonna say I can know where I got. Where is my chipstick? You started this too soon. I was not prepared.
Well, anyway.
Oh, it's right here.
um.
You wanted to talk about scary movies
Oh yeah.
and
No, what I
ghosts.
actually wanted to talk about. So since it's New Year's Eve, I thought that you should talk about the scariest movies that you watched this year.
I don't even remember the scary movies I watched.
Really? Like, what was the best scary movie that you watched last year?
I don't know. Well, I've seen Hereditary lots of times, but that's my favorite one, and I probably watched. Oh, I did watch it this year.
Which one is it?
Hereditary, the one where the girl's head gets chopped off on the pole, and it's got the guy that was at the Billie Eilish concert, and it's about because her daughter died, and then she started going crazy and stuff,
And
and then like
he tried to intercept it and warn her, like because he had the same disease or something like that, or he
no,
got bit by the same devil or something. You know what I'm talking about? There was one where it was like, I've got the same thing, like man
no,
eaters,
that's
people eaters.
Smile. Oh, well, that happened
That
in
was,
Smile too, but Bones and all cannibals.
is that the one where like the girl's mom, I think, had it,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the only way to end it is to like,
Well, you don't
I can't
end
remember.
cannibalism.
Will you satisfy whatever the thing
Yeah,
is, the
by eating it.
monster? You know what I'm talking about? Like
What?
you have to like, if this thing happens, then it'll go away. Like,
Smile?
no,
Where
it's
you
not
kill
freaking
yours?
Smile. It's the one where you like somebody that passes this spirit, whatever it is, like enters into somebody, and it can only be satisfied if it kills that person and enters somebody else or something.
That is Smile.
It is not Smile.
That is
It is
Smile.
not Smile.
Smile too?
It's not Smile anything.
It is. Because what you're talking about, it enters somebody and then it like drives them crazy and then they kill themselves. They have to kill themselves in front of somebody else and then it passes on to the
No,
person that was there.
no, that's not it.
Well,
And it,
you sure are describing it like Smile too.
no, it's not. I got to think of what else was significant about it. I'll keep thinking. What else? Other good horror movies did you watch?
Bones and all. That one was good. Did I watch that with you? Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched.
I don't think you liked
They're
it
all
though.
no, they're all terrible. I don't like any of them
Like terrible, like they're badly made, or it's just terrible because it's scary.
because it's scary. I mean, some of them are badly made.
Oh, some
Some
of
of
them are.
them, like that one we watched the other day, that sucked big time. Long legs.
Oh,
That sucked.
that was
That
bad.
was just garbage.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like that one that we were talking about, that was just creepy. Where it was like about abuse or whatever.
Oh, Skinamarink.
Yeah,
That one was good.
and actually, it, it kind of reminds me of that one song from uh that one movie. Um, the freaking one that you, Beautiful Boy.
Oh, that Skinner reminded you of Beautiful
No,
Boy?
that song.
Wise Blood?
Yep.
Olivia texted me. Hold on.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like they had a song that reminded you of
I
it
feel like the whole
in the
movie kind of
movie?
had either had that song or that sound played throughout the movie, or the movie just made me feel like that sound. One of the two.
It probably made you feel like that song because I don't think it had any music.
Really?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it didn't. Like I think the only thing we ever heard was the TV, like the cartoons in the background.
Oh, that was creepy.
It was
That whole
creepy.
thing was so creepy, and I don't
It
know why.
was. I don't know.
I don't think it did. It even show a person? Like there were people in it, right?
Yeah, but it never really showed. It never showed them like exactly. It was just always showing like little corners of the room, or like you would see their feet
Yeah.
walking by or something, but it never
Oh,
showed
no.
them.
Even now, that makes me feel creepy. It gives me the willies. So Skidmore Inc. and Bones and you said you like
Skinner
Bones and All?
I do like Bones and All. I've watched it. I watched it the other day actually.
Hereditary.
When did I watch Midsummer? Was that this year? No, I think that was last year.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it definitely was like last summer. I wasn't supposed to watch it, and I
I don't know what you're smiling about.
didn't.
I didn't think it was funny then. I don't think it's funny now, as a matter of fact.
I said sorry. Did I?
Oh, that seems so. You didn't cry or nothing.
No.
Well, you obviously weren't sorry enough to be giggling about your sin. Like this is a laughing matter.
I was sorry. Well, no, I wasn't sorry, but I felt bad that I.
Why? Like when you were doing it, you just like, I don't need my parents. My parents don't know.
No,
Where were you?
I was just like, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission because I know they'll say no. So I might as well just watch it and then say I'm
because
sorry.
they had said no, like days before.
It was not days before. I think I had asked you like a couple months before.
No.
And you told me, yeah. And then you told me no, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, maybe they'll let me now because I'm a couple months older.
Just in your bedroom.
No, I watched it with Olivia.
And you didn't tell
down
her?
here.
You didn't tell her? Like,
No, I did. No, I didn't. I don't remember.
she didn't. Dang, I'm disappointed.
I don't think I told her that you guys said no.
No,
I think I was just like, yeah, it's fine.
they probably don't care.
They won't care. It's
They
fine.
probably didn't say no a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And then what? You were just like hoping that we wouldn't come downstairs?
Yeah. I think you guys were asleep. Like I specifically waited till you guys were sleeping.
You're sneaky.
I'm not sneaky anymore. I just watch them.
When did you stop being sneaky? What'd you say? Yesterday?
No,
This
I don't remember
afternoon?
the last sneaky thing I did. Do you remember the last sneaky thing?
No, because you're sneaky.
Exact. Oh. Well, I don't remember.
Because what happens is like,
I think. Well, I probably shouldn't say that.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that the last time I probably did something sneaky was like when we bribed Silas not to tell you guys that I was kissing a boyfriend and sneaking away during 4th of July.
I'm just saying, you're freaking my princess, but you're sneaky.
Not anymore. I'm not.
Mm,
I really don't think I am anymore.
Yeah.
As much as I used to be a sneak dude. Don't you remember I used to bite my arms and tell you guys that Silas did it?
Yeah, that ain't even sneaky.
That's just wrong.
That's just a different level.
I know. I would go to the bathroom. I'd be like, and it'd be like, Silas bit my arm.
Did you chomp it all up like that?
Yeah. I had to make it look believable. And I made sure to only use my front teeth so it looked like a small mouth and not my regular size big mouth. Just used little at the time.
You were a wild one. That's not true. You're actually really easy to
thank
get
you.
along with. Do you remember we used to get like we would go to McDonald's with my parents on Saturday mornings. On Sunday mornings, we would get donuts. You remember that?
I think I remember the Sunday. I do remember getting McDonald's with them a lot, but I didn't know it was like an every Saturday thing or like a.
It basically turned into that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that, but I do remember. I don't remember going with both of them. I remember Grandma would like come pick me up and.
Oh no, I would go.
Really?
Like, yeah.
How old
Like
was
you,
I?
you were pretty young. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't remember it.
I don't
'Cause
think
you're
I
pretty
remember it. I do remember always going to Derby Donut though.
Yeah.
Derby Donuts.
That was a good time.
Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
What's the weirdest thing that happened in 2024? Either like to you, like in your life or in the world or what?
I don't even know. You go first. I
Uh
have to think.
that no,
Are you gonna say UFOs?
yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. But I'm not like there's still more. Like there's more. And I'm not buying what they're selling. But the most surprising thing to me in 2024 was that like it's common knowledge, like everybody just is like, yeah, whatever, like the government admits to that there are UFOs. That's weird. The weirdest thing that I did not expect that in 2024.
Well, I don't pay attention to politics or the
Well,
government or news
aliens
because
ain't
I
so
don't
much
care.
politics. It's more a matter of like
Or
life and death,
or news
existence
or
not.
news. I said or news,
You didn't actually.
I did say
pay
that.
attention to politics.
and I said or the government or news. You'll see. I think.
Anyway,
Wait, did you say the weirdest thing?
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe the biggest surprise or whatever. I don't care.
I don't know. Nothing weird happened in my head
Really?
that I can remember.
Everything in
I mean, it
2024 was just
sucked.
normal? What sucked about 24? That's cap.
Everything
24
sucked in
24 wasn't
2024.
bad,
Maybe for you.
bro.
For me, it was
Whole year.
terrible.
No, that's not even true.
Yes, the whole year except for like now and maybe August, I think.
I mean, it's
You want to know why? You want to know?
short.
You want to know why? You know why? Because first off, I had an evil. Okay, I won't go that far. I had a boyfriend. Not the most fantastic. And I have major depressive disorder. Thank you. Good night.
Boom. Major, bro. We're the saddest. Saddest in the room.
Heck yeah, we are. Speaking of in the room, because I think I heard one earlier.
I'm trying to put my foot up.
I think I heard a ghost earlier.
Trying to put my foot up in a way that doesn't get on the camera.
Get it on the camera. It's okay. Be proud. Oh, I thought you were gonna like.
Got my old man sandals, slippers, house sandals, you might call them.
These are not sandals.
You call them house sandals, is what I said.
Give it.
So anyway, yeah, ghosts. What about them?
I don't know. Do you think that they're real? Not ghosts. Do you think something is real?
I mean, there's definitely something. Yeah, 100%. There's something. I don't know whether it's like I wonder if it's like the lady who used to live here, Thelma. Like if the whatever we called Thelma, if that is still here, you know what I mean? Or like if we throw the term energy around a lot, but so I don't know that any of us really have an agreement what it means. But like maybe it's just her energy, or there's something, but I don't know if it's got like a personality or a.
Well, did you watch that video I sent you yet?
I forgot. Remind me what it's about.
Mimics. That's like a real life thing where it's well, if you believe in it. I believe in it just because
So what is it? Like explain
it's
it.
like the video was he was telling this story. And I wouldn't believe it if it was just a bunch of stories, but I've also seen videos where like the person they're mimicking is in the room. and they hear it from like outside the door. Like,
What do you
knocking.
mean they? Like,
The-
like lay out the scenario.
I don't know, whatever the
Who are
heck
these
it
people?
is.
They're just
Who?
chilling in a room with Satan. Like, why are?
It's probably the devil.
Yeah, but why is he there?
I don't think it's like the devil, but probably the devil's
Like
children.
one of his guys.
One of his minions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, why are they in a room with one of Satan's guys?
They
like-
don't. You don't choose to be in a room with Satan. Satan's just there. But anyway,
Okay, but regardless, in this scenario, how does it start? Like, are they at a
well, I'm
doctor's
trying
office
to
or
tell you.
Okay.
This kid, he was in his room, and he was talking about how he came home from school and his brother was at soccer practice or whatever kind of practice, and his mom was shopping and his dad was at work, so he was by himself. And he was saying that
Are you looking at yourself?
I've been doing it this whole time. Didn't you tell when I was like,
No,
I was
Because
doing
I'm-
that? Well, you were in the middle of talking, and I was like,
because I'm looking at you like this.
yeah, well, you can still see me. You
I
can't see that.
I did notice it.
Well, you were talking to the camera because you were talking.
Oh,
They just saw me stick my finger in my ear to itch
maybe
it.
I'll do that. Check it out.
Do
No,
that.
I'm gonna.
Oh, guys,
check it
I'm
out.
getting my helix pierced. I did these myself. Can you tell? Stop. Anyway, let me talk to them about the mimic. And it he got home, he got into his room, and then he heard his mom be like said something to him. And he was like, "Hello, mom, are you home?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm making dinner." And it was like 3 in the afternoon. So I don't know why you're making dinner at 3 unless you're a grandparent. Or a really old ancient person. But then he was like, "Oh, I guess my mommy might be home." And then she would like stop talking, and then he'd be like, "What are you making?" He's like, "Spaghetti." Spaghetti. Whatever, I don't know, just talking. And then he said that his mom's voice just like sounded kind of off. And he looked out the window and her car wasn't there. Like she wasn't home. But like it was his mom's voice, but just like a little bit off. A little devilish, a little demon like. Anyway, and so it like stopped talking, and then like 3 seconds later it was outside his door. Like he heard it outside his door, and then it started like knocking on the door, and he's like I would be scared. What do you mean? And so he called his mom. He's like,
What do you mean it's knocking on the door?
well, what do you mean? What do I mean?
Like it's like the voice is knocking on the door. Say it's knocking on the door. What?
Whatever was making the voice knocking on the door.
How does he know that it's like? How does he find out that it's not?
He looked out the window and her car wasn't there.
So he's like, oh, it must be Satan. Must be a.
Well, who else is it gonna be? No one's
I
home.
don't know. That's kind of a big leap unless that happens.
He didn't say that it was Satan until afterwards. No, he didn't even say it was Satan at all. He said it was a mimic, which is probably one of Satan's kids. And so he called his mom. He's like, "Mom, please come home fast. There's something in our house. It sounds just like you, and it's getting
Say something or something. Because
probably someone."
Because that's weird. And if he said something, that's a problem. Because
Why
he shouldn't know that it's a thing. Right.
Anyway, so she rushed home and they got inside, and then right when like the front door opened, the knocking, like it was like and it stopped, and then they searched the whole house and there's nothing in there.
Because what are you gonna do? How are you gonna find it?
Yeah, because there's nothing in there. That's why I sent it to you so I could see what you thought about it.
Well, you're saying this was a real thing?
Yes.
Not a
No, yeah, it actually happened.
oh, I thought this was like a misunderstood. I
No,
misunderstood.
that's
the
why I
assignment.
sent it to you so you could see it, so I could see like what you thought about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I might be one of the people that like I believe it, sure, but I won't like believe it unless it happened to me. I actually said while I was watching the videos, I was like, I wish I could see a mimic, but then I decided to take that right
Yeah,
back.
that would be scary.
I know, but then at least
Unless it was a nice mimic. Like if it was
no, I
like,
don't think
unless it
they're
was
nice.
mimicking the good things about
They don't mimic you. They mimic like people to
you.
trick
Nice. What
you.
if they mimic
To
me?
trick
Yeah.
you.
So what?
Yeah, I
I
bet
wouldn't
his I
mind a
bet his
second,
mom was
but
nice.
I wouldn't mind a second of you. That'd be all right.
Yeah, if I was like, I'm making dinner and I was banging on your door all the time. Yeah, how about that?
No, I wouldn't want that. I would,
Well, what do you think is gonna happen if you buy a mimic to live in your house?
not first off, I don't think it's something to buy. I think it's something to trade for.
Would you would
And secondly, I'm not saying it would. I'm just saying could maybe be an option. What? Yes.
would you ever play with a Ouija board?
Oh, no.
Really?
No. Actually, I don't know because so this is what I was going to say. It's hard to say whether I believe it or not because I don't know like if I like I'm not even sure like what constitutes good or evil or like who gets to decide that or like spirits in general. Like I maybe it's just like you've got just different currents of energy and some are beneficial, some are not. So we call some things good, some things bad.
Some things are naughty.
Some things are naughty, but that whoever decides that, like there's a lot to
You could get like
there.
a poltergeist attached to you.
Yeah. Yeah, like from playing the Ouija board.
Yeah, like it could be something bad and it could
Yeah.
attach to you, and then you just got poltergeist in your house.
Yeah.
It's gonna fling cabinets open, doors open, all sorts of things.
Unless you get one that's helpful.
You get a
That puts the
poltergeist.
dishes away and vacuums the floor and stuff.
Well,
And
that
I
would be
don't
nice,
mind
I
if you shut the
guess.
cabinets if they're left open. I think that maybe you just have to like give your ghost some direction. Like maybe they're just like little kids who don't know what to do. You want those lights off, or no, maybe it's just like with kids that are flashing the lights off and on like, to get attention, or they're banging stuff around to get attention. Maybe if we would just give these ghosts what they need, maybe they wouldn't have to cry out for attention like that. Think?
Uh, I don't know if I would ever play with a Ouija board. I used to do because I've always been one of them creepy kids. You know what I mean? I would play Charlie in in the old neighbor's house. Don't you remember like the I don't want to say his name
Across
like
the street.
no like the old blind old and blind
What?
old and blind the
Here?
neighbor that is old and blind.
Here?
Yes, I would.
How old were you when you were playing that? How old were you when we moved there?
I was in. It was in 2014, so I guess I would have been like 6, 7.
Okay.
Um,
All alive.
but we would go over to his house and not just the kids, but we would. I think mom and Silas, she would have to like do something in the house while he was gone or whatever, and we would play Charlie on his floor. Do you remember that game? We would. Oh, you've never heard of it?
Yeah.
Probably was. You would get like I think you would get a piece of paper and draw something on it, and I think you would just say like yes or no. So you could ask yes or no questions, and then you get 2 pencils, and like you get one pencil right here, and then you lay one pencil on top of each other, and you would have to stand like kind of far back to make sure you weren't breathing on it, and you'd be like Charlie, and it'd say something, and then it would spin.
It would spin
Yeah,
on its own.
yeah. I'm telling you, it would because it used to spin, and I was like, Silas, you're breathing on it. We have to back up just to make sure. So unless they have like a wind going this way and that way, it's fun. And then I also don't you? Oh my goodness. What?
I'm skeptical, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I also used to get these like ghost tracker games. Do you remember that? Well, like the ones that had the little dots everywhere that told you when there were good and bad ghosts around you, whatever. But I also had this one that would say like it was like a scavenger hunt kind of things in your house, I guess. Or it was something about ghosts, but it would tell you like things that are inside of your house. And it did. It was like
Ghosts in the house.
no, like it would like objects in your house. It would say like on the list it would say like
Couch.
gray toy horse.
Got a couch.
No, like
You've got a
no,
crib.
shush.
And an oven.
Be
You've
quiet.
got a washer.
It would say like gray toy horse, and I had that big gray toy horse in my room. Or it would say like
Right. That's creepy.
I
So
know.
it's probably using
And it would well no because when it asked for camera, I turned it off. And this part, I hadn't gone in the kitchen at all, and it said it was like pepper hummus or something. And I was like, guys, what's hummus? And so I asked Mom, and she's like the hummus we have in the fridge. And I went to the fridge and we had pepper hummus. And it also said the name of someone. This is the part that freaked me out. It said someone's name. I didn't know who it was, so I went up to Mom. I'm like, do we know someone named like this? And she was like, I don't think you should play this game anymore. No, she told me that she didn't want me to play it anymore and that I needed to delete it because it was bad. Yes, she was like, I don't remember. It started with an A, but I don't remember what it was. But she's like, you need what? Oh, that scared
I
me.
can't think of anybody that would be like, if you said that name, they're like,
Well, no, she probably
must stop
she
playing
must have
that game.
known who it was or something, and she's like got freaked out. And she's like, you need to delete it. I don't know.
it's weird. Well, I think there's probably two likely options. One would be that it's full of the devil, right?
Huh?
Yeah. One option would be that it's full of the devil.
That was full of the
it's
devil.
satanic, that game. Whatever.
Oh,
Or two, it's got spyware on it, and it can look through your phone, and it's your camera and your pictures and all that kind of stuff. And I would guess that's probably more like
Yeah.
than anything in that.
it was just creepy though, because I
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
And I was always the kid that would like see stuff. Do you have any ghost stories? Like things that have happened to you that were just weird? And like when you were a kid or even when you were older?
Don't think that's gross.
No, it's not. Do you think it's gross? Not you. Them.
It's gross too.
Whoever's watching. It might be like one person. Probably your buddy. You think he'll watch it?
Yeah, probably. Oh, Two Keys.
Who?
His name is Two Keys. That's his street name.
Is a street name? What are we talking?
What?
Yeah. Two Keys?
Two
Why does he
Keys.
have a street name?
Got a checkered past. I don't know what to tell you. You have to ask him about
Was he in a gang?
it. Ask him about it.
Sorry, and were you in a gang?
God's posse in his youth.
What?
God's original gangsters. Hey, that reminds me. We used to have youth group was different where I was your age, and so we would have lock-ins on, like it would start at like 6 o'clock in the evening, maybe 7 o'clock, and then
Like you would sleep there?
no,
Oh.
you stayed awake, like you did stuff all like, so it started like 6 o'clock in the evening, and at that church, like everything had to be like super Bible.
Gotta go.
Let's talk about it.
Bridget will be there. It's his sister. Okay, sorry.
But anyway, so what was I saying?
God's posse.
You weren't. Oh my.
Ew,
goodness.
lock-ins. Lock-ins.
So you get there like 6 o'clock. Everything was like super church.
In the morning?
No, in the evening. So they're usually play a game like dodgeball or something.
Well, I hate dodgeball.
But then there would be like, this is what we're going to talk about all night, like a theme. And then there would be like a Bible session. And then there would be like some church stuff, and then more games, and then pizza, and then sometimes we go bowling, and then more games.
All night
Basically, we
long?
just did all that kind of stuff until like 7 o'clock in the morning.
I would hate that. Did they get the pizza and like cut it into little baby slices?
No.
They used to do that at school. They would like cut a piece of pizza in half and say, you can only have one.
Oh, that's garbage. That's cat.
I know. No, oh, it's not cap.
No, that's
It's not a lie, but it was terrible.
Cap also means crap. Like
No, it
it
doesn't.
does.
You're
It
wrong.
means-
Did you come up with that yourself?
It's just what it means. Okay. Just
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me, bro.
Oh, okay.
I got my contacts with the streets are just a little bit more established than yours.
I got contacts
Right.
with the streets that you don't even know.
Bro, your contacts come in freaking cases. Boom.
Wait, what?
Cases like contacts. You ain't got contacts. They come in cases. I should be a rapper. I just made that on the spot.
Yeah, I could tell. Put no thought into that.
I didn't have to because it was just like That's like spontaneous combustion.
I wonder if any of them laughed.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But like, what do you think is going to be the craziest thing of? Well, we haven't really finished talking about ghosts.
Yeah, you never told me any of your ghost stories. You just went
Well-
straight to God's posse.
Well, and then you just never asked. So I
I
figured
did
you would
ask. Do
You
you
never
did-
asked again. You were just like, I
Oh,
guess.
well, I forgot too. Did
Yeah.
you ever have any weird things happen to you?
Well, not really when I was a kid.
Really? I feel like that's when it happens the most.
Yeah. I don't. No, I don't really remember any as a kid. Um, I had some as an adult, some kind of weird things, or I may just be having a stroke. I've considered that too. Like just
Or schizophrenia.
consider that maybe it's
Yeah,
schizophrenia.
you've done more than consider. I think you've diagnosed yourself.
No, that's not true.
Every time you think of something wrong, you're like, it's because we're pregnant.
I mean, it could be a brain tumor too. There's a
What?
lot of things that it could be, but it could also one of those things is a ghost. My little buddy ghost that just hangs out sometimes. And like, oh, there he is, and he's gone. But yeah, I've had stuff like that, or
Stuff like what?
like my little buddy coming in
What,
sometimes.
you see them?
Well, I see the little flicker, and like I'll see the flicker of the lights, or like um, what was it? I told you one time about when like I thought that it was like my dad, but I like had all these requirements uh, and I don't know, they seemed legit at the time, but kind of like sometimes spiritual things that seem like, oh, this was super spiritual and I was super close to God and this was whatever, so intense. And then you look back on it and you're like, I don't know if that was real or whatever, but I don't know that it matters because I think at the time it was what it was and it did what it did. And whether it was literally true or not, I don't guess it cares, or I don't guess I care.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, in terms of like evil spirits and stuff,
I don't
there's
think I have.
something there's something like you know when you get just like a bad vibe off of people.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
not as much people. I get that with like places.
yeah,
I
it's
never, I've
like
never
bad
gone out
energy off of a place, or
for
you know,
somebody.
and so maybe that's just like when you have a bunch of bad like evil people hanging around, like evil ideas hanging around, maybe like just like it puts off a negative energy or negative vibe that you just feel or something. That could be. Um, but I don't know. I don't know that there's like demons crouching around
Sorry. There
or
might
anything
be.
like that. Well, there might be
We
for
just
sure.
might be stronger than them. Tougher. They're scared of
Things that
us.
could make you stronger. Yeah, basically, like most Christian rap is about beating up and shooting demons.
Actually,
The good Christian rap. It's gangster rap,
I
but
don't
it's talking
listen to that.
about shooting Satan with an AK. So, like, it's cool. You can sell it at the Christian bookstore.
Shooting Satan with an AK.
Oh yeah, I could drop a bunch of rhymes about spraying the devil in the face with my King James.
I just watched the South Park episode where the devil and Jesus get into a fist fight. Actually, I haven't finished it yet. I just
Oh my goodness, should I allow you to watch South Park? Should people know that I allow you to watch South Park?
It's fine.
I mean, I guess it's out of the bag now because I don't know how to edit this.
Why is that bad?
I don't.
I'm not allowed to
Maybe
watch
it's
South
not.
Park.
No.
Everyone watches South
Well,
Park.
you are, but you're not supposed to tell everybody about it because now they're going to think that.
Now, how many people do you think are gonna watch this?
I mean, at least probably 3 or 4 of them, and they might have good thoughts about us. And then if they're like, oh man, they let their kids watch.
Well,
Kid.
I've watched
And
Midsummer.
sometimes,
I've seen worse.
yeah, but we
And it's a
didn't.
cartoon.
Yeah, we didn't let you do that.
You've let me see worse than Midsummer. Never mind. That was a lie.
But no, but for real,
Right.
worse than that? Not intentionally.
Maybe not worse than Midsummer, but pretty close.
Not intentionally.
No, like we've watched them together.
Like what? Horror movies?
Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe not worse than Midsummer, but that wasn't that bad, really. I just think it was different. Way.
I don't even remember why I said you couldn't. I think maybe Mom said you couldn't, and I
Probably because there was a
supported
bunch
her.
of butts in it.
Well, that could be it. That's probably it.
I didn't watch that part though. You could ask Olivia. I turned away because I didn't want to see butts.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before I said I watched South Park?
Ghost. You said that you saw a cartoon about Jesus and the devil fighting.
Yeah, but
What do you think about that? Like, what do you think about the devil?
the devil, I don't like
Yeah,
him.
the old devil.
I got
He-
nothing but I got nothing but mean things to say
You
about the
almost said
devil.
nothing but nice things.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're an
I know.
undercover, like
Wanted me
you're a
to say it.
spy that you actually work for. What do you think? And yeah, I guess you can just say if you're not comfortable. But
Think
like
of the
if
devil.
like, do you think it's like is it a like an angel or a being or
I
a
think it's just a being. I think it's the same thing as
being?
like God. How we think about God.
How do you think about God?
The same way you do, kind of. Well, maybe not the same way you do. You think about him a lot of different, but just like not that it's like a physical person, but
But like
girl.
it's like a consciousness, like a um um personality is what I'm like a entity, right? Is that
Me? Because
like if it had a shape, it would like you could say that it was a person without a shape, kind of.
like I think if you're in heaven, you'll be able. It'll be like a person.
Okay.
Well, maybe Jesus will be a person. I don't know about God. I know it's like the same person, but whatever. But I think like right now it's just a because we don't know. Like we know it's there, but like you don't see it really.
Hmm.
Some people say they hear him in their head, but I never.
Here, what again?
God, like God's voice saying to do something.
Oh,
I never. I
well,
never
well,
in my head. Like I've had a feeling like the other day I was or no a while ago. Don't you remember I was gonna text this girl, but then I was like, no, it should be weird. But then like I just couldn't stop thinking about like you need to text this girl, like text her, text her, text her, text her, just like see how she was doing and stuff.
hmm
And so I feel like it wasn't any kind of voice, but it was just like myself for some reason because I don't text just because I don't like doing that. But it was just like you need to text her, and then I would get anxious about it until I did it because I felt like I was. I don't know.
So then after you did it, you felt like there's like you should have like it was the right thing
Yeah,
to have done.
yeah.
I mean, that could that still be God and you at the same time?
Hmm?
Would that be God and you at the same
Yeah,
time?
I think so. Because I think it depends on like the kind of person you are too. I feel
What do you mean?
like if you're really, really mean, your brain might not like your brain isn't probably gonna tell you to go text this girl and ask how she's doing.
Your brain's gonna tell you to go punch him.
Yeah, your brain's gonna be like, go kill this stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that sometimes, especially when you're kind of trying to figure out what God is and what we are, I think that it's easy to um, just divide ourselves up and say, this is me, this is God, this is whatever. And maybe the Holy Spirit is just your conscience. It's that thing that says you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's some people call it the Holy Spirit, some people call it their conscience, some people call it moral compass, whatever. But there's something inside you that is ultimately your judge and ultimately decides whether what you did was right or wrong. And if you were justified, then your conscience, God judges you right or wrong. But hang on. But we all have judged ourselves as guilty, right? So because of that, we believe we've sinned because we violated God's rule. But what if God is just our own conscience and we need to be forgiven? So in order to forgive ourselves, we ask somebody to forgive us, they say yes, and now we've got like, hey, I feel forgiven, so I am forgiven. What were we about to say?
I was gonna say, if it's our conscious, how come some people have like how come killer? Because if I killed somebody, obviously I'd want to kill myself. My brain would be like, you're terrible. But then like serial killers, they just do it and do it and do it, and they in their brain it's like whatever.
Well, I
So
think
how come people have different consciences?
I think that other than probably sociopaths, I think that in order to do something, don't you have to determine that it's the right thing to do, even if it's like crazy wrong? Like, don't you have to make enough adjustments to be able to justify, yes, this is what I should do, even if it's the most horrible thing, and maybe it's a result of years of abuse and neglect
Well,
and
I could see that
whatever.
because of Menendez brothers.
So
But like other things like Jeffrey Dahmer, why is he like I don't know. Cause maybe he wasn't he a sociopath? I don't know what that
yeah, I
actually
would say yeah.
is.
I mean, sociopath, I think the definition is somebody that has no regard for society, the norm of society or society's rule. I think I could be wrong about that.
Oh.
But ultimately, they're going to do whatever they want. Like rules don't concern them. Social norms don't concern them. But I mean, I guess our conscience is probably developed over a whole bunch of different things, our geography and our ancestry and our the necessity to basically survive.
Then I bet with Jeffrey Dahmer, he thought that it was like, well, I don't know if he thought it was okay, but because don't you remember his dad would like take him to taxidermy animals and stuff, like cut up roadkill and all that.
Yep.
And then I know, well, at least from the show, I wasn't there in real life, obviously, but it was like the first time he did it, he felt guilty, but then he got so curious because he just loves cutting things open and being weird about that.
Loves being
Sorry,
weird.
no
Who doesn't
offense.
love
No
being weird?
offense. I don't love being weird. Well,
Well,
so weird. Um, but yeah, I guess that could have been part of why he did all that stuff. But also, you know what makes me mad?
what?
In the show, I don't know if this is real in real life because I've never seen the documentary. I've just seen like the monsters thing of Jeffrey Dahmer. And in the show, he went up to his dad and he's like, I'm having troubles. I'm thinking about doing things I shouldn't do and like all this stuff. And his dad was just like, so you got a girlfriend or what? Like he didn't listen. He was asking for help and all that. I know I've talked to you about this before because I always wondered what would have happened if his dad like took him serious and was like, okay, let's get you a therapist or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I think you can probably ask that question in just about any tragic story. I don't remember what the question was, other than why do some people like? What about serial killers or whatever? Um, I think that they just make enough adjustments to where they say that either this particular life isn't worth living, or I have the right to take this life from somebody.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
the
think,
Menendez.
yeah, I don't
And
think
like,
they generally say this is wrong and I'm going to do it.
yeah,
Maybe they do.
because with them, they obviously they wanted to get away from their dad, but then they killed their mom too because remember they were like she couldn't like because she was just doing a bunch of drugs and like
Mm-hmm.
sad all the time and stuff, and that she depended on the dad, so they thought that it would be worse to leave her alive than to kill her too.
Yeah,
Because I think they said something about that she would have killed herself anyway.
because
I might be wrong, but
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think it's important to remember is even with documentaries, they are written and made with a
oh,
perspective.
the monster show for them was made like they made them seem so terrible. or it made them
Yeah.
seem so terrible. But I watched the actual documentary that like they talked, like Lyle and Eric talked to the documentary people over the phone,
Yeah.
so we could actually hear what theirs.
But even that, like you can twist and manipulate audio and clips and stuff like that and make it
Mhm.
sound like something that it's entirely not. There was a documentary a while back called Making a Murderer, or To Make a Murderer, or something like that. Did you watch it?
No.
Everybody on Facebook was talking about it, how great it was, but it was really annoying to me because I felt like it was such a fake narrative, like just from my perspective on law enforcement and knowing how certain things work and why things would be done certain ways and why like it was just sometimes it was little things, but it was just like procedural things by the police. These writers are trying to make it seem like some kind of massive scandal, and so it annoyed me. But yeah, just keep in mind that sometimes those documentaries are fake news.
Mhm.
Fake news.
Fake, fake, fraud, and fake.
Should we? We should could do this on a regular basis and just chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd do.
Is there anything you want to chat about tonight, or do you want to quit? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what else. Were we thinking about saying other things?
Well, I mean, I've got all kinds of things to talk about. Buckle up. You ready?
Sure.
All right. What is who is an artist that you listen to?
You know
A
this.
musical artist that you listen to that you're embarrassed about.
Oh, that I'm embarrassed about. I feel like Taylor Swift. Because now, if you say you like Taylor Swift, they're gonna think you're one of like the Swifties that wants to like tattoo Taylor Swift's face on their back or something, and that knows what minute she was born at what hospital. Like, because I feel like now people think you're either a crazy Swiftie or you just hate her guts. And I don't know. I don't listen to her as much as I used to, but there are a lot of songs that I really like. But I don't want to say it because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're a Swiftie."
All right. Well, what's your second embarrassing?
I don't know. I'm not embarrassed with people I listen to.
No.
Oh, who are you embarrassed of?
I'm not embarrassed, but oh well, maybe we'll change the question. Who do you think people would be most surprised that you listen to? That's a better question.
Oh, probably all the old songs I like
Like what?
because I have that old playlist. It's not like old, but like the Crosby, Stills and Nash people and Neil Young.
Okay.
Neil Young.
Yeah. Like 60s and 70s.
Yeah, because I feel like most people probably wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
Country.
Like a little country?
I do like a little country. I don't like the new stuff like
What kind of country?
Shabuzi. I would rather kill myself than I'm so sorry. I really hate that song. Where's the bar song?
Not that bad. It's not that bad.
What about Did Your Boots Stop?
That's
Work?
terrible.
That's
That's
terrible.
ridiculous. That's the worst one.
Anyway, did you ask something? Like what did you say?
Like what country songs? Like what kind of country?
Not like crazy guns and beer. That
And the dog
I don't have it in my
and
playlist.
boots.
You just have like the barely country stuff. Like I have a little bit of Zach Bryan. Who's not all
Luke
that good.
Bryan.
No. No.
So none of the sequin
Never.
jeans. Yeah.
No. I hate that. I do like that Dwight Yoga.
Yeah, we saw him in concert. And he did that fancy little scooting.
Yeah.
I kind of been digging some Co Wetzel.
Yeah, that's one of the people I listen to.
I kind of been digging some Morgan Wallen.
Waylon?
Wallen. I've been digging him.
I don't know.
I assumed that I didn't like him because I don't like country music as a general
Say
rule.
this.
I do. He's freaking.
He's
What's he doing?
what's happening? He's laying on his side and like,
Doing the worm.
yeah. Okay, anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I just don't care much for country music.
Mm-hmm. But what were you? Did I already ask if you were like embarrassed of or
I think
who would be surprised?
probably like kind of like the Ava Max type
You're
dance kind of.
embarrassed of that,
Not
or
embarrassed. I just think people would be
I think
surprised.
people would be surprised that you like Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I
No.
really.
You give off like Guns N' Roses and which I know you do like Guns N' Roses, but like that like dad music. But you listen to Phoebe Bridgers and Ava Max and Billie Eilish.
Yeah, but Phoebe Bridgers is she's way different than Ava Max.
Oh yeah, I know, but I think
Like,
people would be surprised.
because she's kind of folky, kind of Americana-ish. She's kind of sometimes kind of my vibe.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Folky, Americana-ish.
Oh, I thought you were saying she's like that.
She is.
So you're saying she's kind of your vibe?
Yes, no, she is my vibe. I like
Oh,
Phoebe
that kind of
Bridgers.
music is
That
kind of your vibe.
That's right.
Yeah, I
That's-
do like folky songs.
Yeah.
That one song that was in the movie we watched the other day, The Night House. I've been listening to it. It's good.
What was I
The
don't
Calvary
remind me of
Cross.
that movie? Remind me what
We
happened.
watched that a couple days ago.
I know.
You said it was
Remind
really
me.
bad. It was where like her husband killed himself, and then she was like seeing sorts. You really don't remember this?
I'm trying. Just work with me.
Her husband killed himself, and then she was like hearing his voice and seeing things. And um the record player that had that song in it kept turning on, and then she was just going nuts, and then found out that when she died before she saw nothing, and then nothing was actually
Oh, that's so
whatever.
dumb.
But anyway, I was listening to that song. It was good. She's still
That's a weird. You got anything you're looking forward to in 25?
probably getting married.
Then 25? Okay. All right.
I'm just kidding. But maybe a boy will have a crush on me.
You don't need them boys.
Hopefully. Yeah, but I just want a boy to have a crush on me because boys don't like me. I don't.
Cut.
They don't. I'm not like most. Most boys just don't like me.
Oh, most boys are dumb.
Except for I saw the most gorgeous man ever at Starbucks the other day. I'm still thinking about that. And he said, "Yes, ma'am." But do you remember him? You didn't. He didn't even look. You didn't see him.
I was playing Block Blaster.
Block Blast.
No, I was playing Block Blaster. And I was
Is it
doing
Block Blaster is another game?
well, that's the game I'm playing. It's the game.
Does it say Block Blaster?
Probably. That's what I call it.
It's Block Blast. I know that that's what you call it. Every time you're like, I play Block Blaster. It's Block Blast. I swear to you.
You don't know. Hey, first off, quit peeking at my phone.
I'm looking. Block Blast.
Second off,
It says Block
I
Blast.
can call it what I want.
Yeah, sure. But
Anyway, I didn't see that boy, and you don't even need to be thinking about that.
well, I'm thinking about it.
Right.
I got another video on my favorites. Do you guys want to see one of my boyfriends?
No?
Yeah, no, they do. I promise. I swear you do.
If you show a video, you might get copyright
TikTok.
infringement.
What's that? Why if it's yelling at the dogs upstairs? Do you guys want to see my cat? This is Leo. Leo, say hi.
Leonardo.
He said hi. He is so beautiful. He's so chubby. Okay, fine, you can leave now. I won't show a video so that I don't get copyright infringement, but it's basically just beautiful men.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which I know you like beautiful men.
Sure. Homophobic much?
No, that's homo friend. I'm not phobic of that.
Oh, you weren't making a joke about me like a beautiful man?
No, that wasn't a joke. But you do.
That's what I
And that's not
I don't even
homophobic.
know what that's supposed to mean.
It's not homophobic.
Oh, so it's not a joke that you're making.
It is a joke that I'm making, but it's
Why
not
is that? But
homophobic.
what's funny about it?
That you like beautiful men.
And what's funny about that?
Because you don't. Well, maybe you do. He does. It's because I'm pranking all your friends to tell them that you like beautiful men.
Oh, I got
And you
you.
like to kiss them sometimes.
I got.
Smells like something's burning in this house.
Wouldn't it be wild if like?
Doesn't that mean something for drugs?
Wouldn't that be wild if this was like saved to the cloud and like we all died in a house fire and the
What?
last thing that was said
Was saved as
was like,
this.
does it
Burning.
smell like something's burning?
Doesn't it though? It smells like pancakes.
I'm in the furnace is on.
The furnace? We have a furnace? Is it scary looking? In all of the movies, like the furnace is scary looking. What's that one movie where she goes down to the basement and it's
What
the
did you think heated our house?
water heater?
No, you didn't.
I didn't know. I'm just guessing. I didn't know if it was a furnace. I thought a furnace was like. Is it the kind that has coal in it? No, it's not. Not the kind that has coal in it. You must think I'm some kind of architect,
Actually, you should
engineer.
look at it sometime. It's interesting.
Is it creepy?
No, it's cool. So if you pull that cover,
Oh, Home Alone. He went downstairs and the furnace was like on. It was the kind that had the coals and it was like red.
yeah.
Is that Home Alone? It
I
sounds
mean, yeah,
right.
probably. So
Something.
it ain't like that. But basically, it's got like pipes that come from the propane tank outside,
Mhm.
and they come inside, do, and it goes over here to the hot water, over here to the furnace, and then into the furnace. Now in the furnace,
The
they
oil
come the propane.
is propane oil.
Nope, it's gas. So propane, and it goes through there, and it's got all these little lighters, like the grill, right? And it like you turn it on, and lots of gas, and there's fire, just like the grill, right? And then it's got a blower, a fan that sucks that heat and sends it out.
All
And
that just so we could be warm.
That's it.
That
You
furnace must rule.
thank your local HVAC technician for that. And also
HVAC.
just thank your dad. Because that,
What?
the fact that I have like no experience with HVAC, but I just know that kind of stuff because I'm a freaking dad. I mean,
Yeah.
give it up to your dad. Let's go, dads. ASMR. Stop, don't do that. That's gross. I'm saying ASMR.
He doesn't like ASMR.
But for doing this, so to Pat's shout out.
Can I
Gross.
test something? Where's the hat? It's right here. I'm gonna test something and see if this makes a sound. Sorry if it does.
Oh,
That was all. I just want to see if it ends up making a sound.
mhm.
Broke it.
Ew. I broke it from
Yeah.
you punching it. How weird is that?
Dead. I have those matching tattoos. I have the same one. This horse, this ugly freaking horse. I have it on my arm too.
I don't know that it's an ugly freaking horse. I don't know how to best. Well, there it is, upside down.
It's ugly. Ugly. Tell them about our new ones we're getting.
You're getting
I'm getting some
freaking sharks because you love sharks a whole lot.
I do love sharks a whole lot. I
Um,
have this cross on my arm. I'm getting sharks right here. He's getting some kind of devil symbol. I don't
It ain't
know.
the devil.
It looks like the devil. I think it's satanic.
It's that guy.
It looks like Jesus would like to say something. My goodness. See, he doesn't want you to show the devil
It's a
picture.
surprise.
No, that's the devil.
I don't think so.
That is the Lord blocking out the devil.
Anyway,
It's the devil. It's an evil eye.
Anyway, I'm about to log off because I'm real tired and I want a snack.
It's okay.
It's a cool hat.
I know.
All right.
We could log off. See.
Till next time.
Say goodbye. Till next time.
Bye.
Okay, you're not stopping it fast enough.